the other thing here, and this was a bit confusing me for a Zen practitioner to be sitting, especially in sesshin where we sit for a week pretty much straight, where we do our intensives, was to be having what, in another format, I would have recognised as quite kind of shamanic experiences. You know, having those archetypal energies, or what the Aborigines would call ancestral beings or creator spirits, arising in my dreams and also through my meditations, so through waking and sleeping consciousness. And of course, in the shamanic traditions, we simply learn to listen to these kinds of guides or allies or guardians or whatever we call them, and hopefully try and kind of, you know, forge some kind of relationship. And again, that's the point there in between what you could call blackfella or indigenous epistemologies or wisdom traditions and our Western mythologies, our ways of doing things, for those of us who are interested in that. And that is relationship with these figures. And this is very, very important. As far as I can tell, in nearly all indigenous epistemologies, what matters about nature is that we form relationships. It's effectively an extended kinship system. So we understand kinship system, and certainly early anthropologists did, as a way of saying who's auntie's uncle and who looks after who and all that. And we know how incredibly complex that can get, especially in Aboriginal communities. But in most indigenous societies, I'm sure you're all aware of this, kinship goes beyond human boundaries. So you're kin with a tree or with an alligator, you have your totems and your moieties, and those are serious things, like it's my job to take care of the goanna and the goanna land, because I'm a goanna man, or whatever. I'm not, by the way, I'm just making up an example. So you forge relationships here. It's not so much just a complete identification with nature where there's no individual human being left. It's more, I recognise myself as a human person in relationship with tree person or iguana person or freshwater person. So there's an idea that everyone's people. All things are people. The stars are people. That's how you relate to them. It's a neat reversal, I guess, of kind of one of the ways we might have thought we would have done things, by maybe emptying out the human of significance and saying, we're not so great, we're just like the stones and the trees and everything. But what I love about the indigenous ways that I've come across is they actually do the opposite, and they say, no, yeah, we're awesome, it's great to be human, and it's great to be a tree, and it's great to be a star. So instead of kind of bringing the human down to the nature level, they bring nature up to the person level, and everything enjoys relationship with each other.